National Association of Resident Doctors, NARD, has announced plans to embark on an indefinite nationwide strike from November 1, following the expiration of a 30-day ultimatum to the federal government. The decision was reached after a 5-hour emergency meeting of the association's National Executive Council held on Saturday. NARD says the action follows the government's failure to meet its long-standing demands. Among these are a 20% increase in the consolidated medical salary structure, implementation of new allowances approved in July 2022, and the immediate recruitment of clinical staff to replace doctors who have left the service. NARD President Dr. Muhammad Suleiman said the association had set up strike monitoring committees nationwide to ensure full compliance and enforcement of the directive. He accused some actors of plotting to exploit the health workforce, warning that the union would collectively resist any form of intimidation or manipulation during the strike. The association has directed all resident doctors to hand over patients and sensitize the public ahead of the industrial action, which is expected to affect healthcare services across major hospitals in the country. Dr. Wale, I beg your pardon, this is an unfortunate situation considering the fact that health is a very important sector in life. So let me get your opinion on this story. This is not the first time we've had NARD given this ultimatum. So what do you think? Let me get your opinion on this.
Generally, when it comes to things like this, strike action for the government not implementing the agreements they agreed upon, this is the reaction we get. Now, the reason why I'm starting from strike action is because I think the ASU just ended the strike as well.
Yeah.
Some days ago. And on this show, I've said it many times. You see, the important thing that our government is not supposed to compromise or joke with is what they spend time playing games with, which is one, education, secondly, healthcare, and I would add security to that list. But now, since we are talking about healthcare, I mean, look at the first story we looked at. If our doctors are not treated properly, are not taken care of well,
yeah,
how do you expect them to give world-class services to the citizens, right? And this is what these doctors, this is what, in some cases, lecturers will come up to say. We have been asking for this thing for years. ASU is almost for over decades. Now, NARD is saying they have been asking for this thing since 2022, right? That's 3 years after, and there has been no positive, there's no positive improvement
feedback,
to the agreements they have laid down before the government. So then it begs the question, what's now the whole point of having a government or having a leadership or a system, rather than, the only thing we hear about is they want to get some new cars for the senators or for the House of Rep members, or they want to get some new equipment, some new fans, some new this and that. Some months ago, I think in Lagos State, I reside in Lagos, people were, clamoring and arguing as far there was, I can't remember that list that was released to the public, but it contained things like, the Lagos State government is saying they bought cars, they bought chicken, they bought this and that. And nobody is saying the government, as government officials, should not take care of themselves.
Okay.
But what happens to the important sectors in the country? Why can't they even try to, the same way the citizens are sacrificing? I remember the president some years ago, I think a year ago, said we should endure with him, and there will be light at the end of the tunnel. We have been enduring since then, right up to now. And the leadership did not endure with us. When it was time to get new SUVs, they got it. When it was time to build mini solar systems around their offices and around their residents, they got these things. So it's not fair, if you ask me. We the citizens are not even enjoying the benefits of being citizens of the country as blessed as Nigeria.
Okay.
We have so much to offer. The manpower, that is the youth uh, but our system is not helping us. There are no infrastructures for us to use these skill sets that we have. Even now, look at all the. I know there was a time jackpot syndrome was, I mean, Nigerians were jackpotting a lot, but now everybody is putting stringent policies on that. So
Yeah.
we are all stuck here, one way or the other, right? And there is no improvement. So when does the improvement start? That's why the NARD has come to say they are going on strike, and I hope the government listens to them now. And like I've said on the show before, when strikes happen in this country, NLC, ASU, NAD, I feel like it's a waste of time if you know that you will settle for less at the
Okay.
end of the day. And that is why this thing keeps going on for years, right? Maybe they'll come up out of the 100% they're asking for, the
Mm.
200% increase. The government will say, oh, we'll give you people 30%. Why settle for 30%? That's not even half of it.
Yeah.
Sometimes I feel like it's better to it's not a fun thing, I understand, because many things will be affected, but it makes more sense if a long-lasting positive change is made
It's made.
rather
Oh,
than little. I mean, look at ASU now; they are called off again,
all right. All right.
right? Before 6 months, there will be a new strike. So I feel like if they are pushing for stops, NLC, NAD, all these bodies push for it, and I also want to speak to the government to also, try to listen to them, even
All
if
right.
you can't meet all of it, at least meet 50% of it. Yeah.